Welcome to Pregnancy and Postpartum TV. Today we're doing a full body deep stretch yoga class at the same time as we are going to engage our core, heal our core after baby, or if you have diastasis recti, and work on tummy flattening. I put out new postpartum yoga and fitness videos every week, so if you like videos like these and to support me, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. You don't need any equipment other than a comfortable floor or a mat to get down on, and if you have them, you can go grab a yoga block or a strap, but you don't need them for this class. Of course, always consult and get clearance before starting any new exercise routine. Listen to your body, don't stretch too deep and injure yourself, and also watch your core and don't do any moves that cause any coning or doming of the stomach. To work on our core at the same time as we do this class, we're going to do diaphragmatic breathing. If you're not sure how to do that, I'm going to link to another video on how you can do that. But we are going to engage our core, engage our lower belly, as if your pants were hot and you were pulling your lower belly away from your hot pant line. You can place your hands on your ribs, and while you keep your lower belly engaged, breathe into your ribs so that you can keep your lower belly engaged throughout the stretches. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Beautiful. We can start in a downward dog, placing your hands on the ground and coming to your hands and knees, tucking your toes, pressing up into your first downward dog. Feel free to lift one heel off at a time. Just feel your hamstrings waking up in the backs of your legs. Now pressing both heels down, it doesn't matter if they come all the way, engaging your core. One more breath here into your ribs. Let's come back down onto our knees. And we'll walk our hands back, point our fingers towards the front, and we can press up into a stretch here, core is engaged. Good. Your hips can come back down, and we'll move back into one more downward dog. Hands and knees, tucking your toes, pressing into downward dog. If you want to shift your hands forward or back, you can. Let's take our feet together, and we can let one foot float off, lifting up. Hips are square right now. And then let's open up our hips and point that foot at the ceiling, bending that knee, bringing your heel towards your glutes. Beautiful. Let's bring that leg back down, switching sides. Hips are square to start with. Energy shooting out that top heel. And if you'd like, opening up that hip, pointing your foot towards the ceiling. Shoulders are square. Bending that top knee. Beautiful. Bringing that top leg down again. Releasing the heels down to the ground. Downward dog. Breathe into your ribs. Core is engaged. Let's drop our knees down to the ground. stretch side to side. I'm going to turn and face you. So stretching to the side, and then using your core, your obliques, pull your body back up, and we'll stretch to the other side. Engage your core, pull your body back up. You should feel this in your core muscles. And last one. Let's come up to standing, and you can mirror me and step your right foot out. We're going to move into triangle, taking the arms to the side and reaching towards the side, dropping your hand in front of your leg, reaching up with the other arm, and breathe, engage your core, sucking your lower belly in, and we're going to flow. Inhale, coming up and down, warming up the backs of your leg, your hamstring. Using your core muscles, and we'll stay here, take a couple of breaths. Beautiful. Coming up, bending your front knee, moving into warrior two. Shoulders are relaxed down the back, face is relaxed. You can either stay here, or if you want to take this deeper, you can take your hand, put it on the ground, and then press your right hand into your right knee back and get a nice deep stretch there. Or feel free to stay in warrior two. Beautiful. And using your core, come back up, and you can bend your front knee again. We'll take peaceful warrior. Inhale, coming up. Let's turn our hips to the side for pyramid. If you have blocks, you can grab blocks at this point, or you can put your hands on your legs if they don't reach the ground. And leaning forward, and place your hands on your hips, and we'll flow again. Inhale up, and exhale, lengthen spine, folding forward. Inhale up, folding forward. One more time. And now you can release over your leg and breathe. Release your hands down to the ground or the block. We'll flex our front foot for a stretch in the calf. Release, flex, release. One more time. Beautiful. Let's bend our back knee and come into a lunge. You can keep the blocks or place them to the side. Bring your hands to the inside of your foot. Walk that back leg back if that feels good. You can either stay here or come down to your elbows for a deeper stretch. Releasing into your left hip flexor, your psoas. Good. If you're down on your elbows, come on up. We'll flow back to a half split and back to a lunge. Moving back and forth. Let's stay in our half split. Lots of length in your spine. Again, we'll flex our front foot, point, flex, point. One more time. Beautiful. Shifting our weight forward, bringing our hands back into a lunge. We'll move into lizard, so you can flop open your front knee. It's okay if the bottom of your foot comes off the mat. You can be up on your hands, or if you wanted to move down farther, you can. Engaging your core, breathe. Releasing any tension. Inhale, moving out of the position slowly if you're down, coming back up on your hands, and we'll come back onto our knees and move to child's pose. Good. Moving your hands back in, we'll come back up to a standing position for triangle, and that sequence on the other side. Inhaling your arms out, and triangle on the other side, moving with your breath. Inhale up, exhale, triangle. Inhale, inhale, exhale, breathe here. Legs are activated and strong, core is engaged. Inhale, coming up. Bending front knee, warrior two. On this side as well, you can stay here or take it deeper, putting one hand on the ground and pressing that knee back for a deep stretch. Good. Engaging your core. If you're forward, coming back to warrior two, moving to peaceful warrior. Nice stretch through your side body. Inhale, coming up. We'll turn the hips to the side for pyramid. 3 flows forward again. Good. Grabbing your blocks if you need to, and stretching in pyramid. When you're ready, placing your hands on your leg, your blocks, or the ground. Flexing your front foot 3 times. One more breath here. We'll make our way down to our lunge. Taking your foot towards the outside edge of your mat, either staying up here or coming down onto your elbows. Beautiful. If you are down, coming up, moving back to half split, moving with your breath forward, and half split. Lunge, half split. One more time. Let's flex our front foot again 3 times. Staying here, staying with your breath. Let's take our lizard on the other side, moving forward into your lunge and letting your left foot flop out. You can stay here or come down onto your elbows, but feel free to stay up on your hands. Beautiful. Let's slowly move out of the pose. Bringing your foot back in, moving to child's pose. For a deeper stretch, you can put your hands up on their fingertips and release down. Core is engaged. You can also do pelvic floor exercises or kegels here. Lifting your head up, walking your hands in. We'll come to all fours. We're going to move into cow pose from all fours. So you can center one knee, cross the other leg behind, and slowly shifting your weight back, sit back into cow pose here. If you need to move your feet forward, you can, sitting up nice and tall, and breathe. You can place your hand on your lower belly and engage, pull it in. Let's do a couple more kegels here, picturing a blueberry at the opening of your vagina, sucking it up, and release. And continue to do a few more on your own. Relaxing through your hips. Good. We'll move forward, coming out of the pose, switching to the other side. Finding your comfortable space, engaging your core, activating your pelvic floor. Steady breaths while you're engaging your lower belly and kegels. Good. Let's move forward. Now we can find our way on to our stomach. I'm just going to show you quickly first. These are cactus arms. So we'll find our way down to our stomach safely. And you can place one arm in a cactus position down on the ground. We're going to do a deep shoulder opening, which is great if you're breastfeeding or if you're just hunched over your computer. You can press into your other hand, bring your top leg over like a kickstand, and just open up your shoulder. Nice and slowly, you can leave your forehead on the ground for this passive stretch. Just go as far as feels good. Core is engaged. Beautiful. And let's slowly come out of the pose, rolling back onto your stomach. And we can do that on the other side, moving this arm into cactus and then slowly rolling over. more breath here. And slowly unwinding, rolling back. We're going to do a quad stretch here. So you can either do it on your stomach with me. I'm going to give an advanced alternative as well where you can do this on your back. But if you haven't done this before or you have any knee problems, then don't do that one. So bringing one foot up and pressing it towards your glute and stretching. You can lift your leg off slightly for a deeper stretch. You might also get a nice stretch through your shoulder here. You can relax your head on the ground if that feels good. Core's activated again. Slowly releasing that leg and bending the other knee and stretching. And releasing that foot and bringing your leg down, or if you're laying on your back, you can come up, pushing up onto all fours. Let's move lengthwise on our mat. We're going to move into a frog position. So let's walk our knees out and our feet out carefully, slowly, and we can start to flex our feet. And you might stay here, or you might want to come down onto your elbows, and you can just walk your knees and feet out as far as feels good for a nice deep stretch here, and breathe. Core is activated. You can lift and squeeze your pelvic floor as well. And if you're squeezing, release your pelvic floor. The release and relaxation is just as important as the squeeze. Let any tension go. Release a little bit deeper. When you're ready, engaging your core, you can bring your feet in a little bit and then start to walk your feet and your knees in, coming back to all fours. We're going to make our way down onto the mat, onto our backs, getting down safely on the side, especially if you have diastasis recti. If you have a strap or a tea towel or something, if you want to use for stretching, you can keep that close to you. We're going to start with a figure 4 stretch, just crossing one ankle and grabbing underneath the knee to protect the knee. Breathe. You can find your spot that feels good by rocking back and forth a little bit. little bit deeper if that feels good and safe. Beautiful. Let's engage our core, bring both legs down. We can lengthen one leg out on the ground, and if you have a strap or a tea towel that you want to put around your foot, or you can just hold your leg if you don't have one, bring that leg up, and both feet are flexed. Core is engaged again, lower belly pulling in towards your spine. Breathing into your ribs. Straightening that knee a little bit more, going a little bit deeper. You can either stay here, or for an advanced version, you can pull your leg open to the side and take a couple of breaths here. Good. Engaging your core, bringing your leg back up. Beautiful. And slowly bending, releasing. Let's do that on the other side. Crossing your ankle and figure 4. Engaging your core. Breathe. Good. Let's release both legs down, lengthen the other leg out. If you have a strap, placing it around your foot, lengthening it up, engaging your core, activating your legs, feet are flexed. Good. Staying here or opening up to the side if that feels good. Engaging your core if your legs out to the side, coming back up and slowly releasing down. Let's windshield our knees back and forth. Straighten out your legs, let your feet flop out, palms up. We'll take a big inhale in, sigh out. One more time. Fully relax, scanning your body. Letting go of any tension and stress. fully relaxed and want to stay here, feel free. Or you can wiggle your fingers and toes, stretch your toes and fingers in opposite direction, bending your knees and coming into a fetal position on one side and pushing up to a comfortable seated position. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you feel great and stretched out after that class. Stretching is one of my favorite things, and I always feel so good after stretching. If you agree, type stretching is the best in the comments below, and I'm going to keep making more postpartum videos every week. So if you like videos like these and to support me, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. You can also check out my free postpartum resources in the description box below: a monthly postpartum workout plan, a diastasis recti healing guide, a free weight management course for moms that I put together as a registered dietitian and a bariatric educator, how to increase your milk supply, and more.